I don't know if it's because both cylinders leaking pretty bad, and then one of these, the main ones, it just starts to dump. So I'm not sure what's going on there, so we'll figure it out. But we'll see if I can tilt this back. See how much? It's just dropping quick. You go forward, no problem. Then see, it's just releasing. Anyway, everything works. No vibration. This is the only thing I don't like about ASV. They got these little foot pegs. But other than that, I had to fight some wasp over here. I'm highly allergic to them, so sprayed on with some electrical cleaner. But I'm gonna talk to the ASV guy, the mechanic, to help me on this with the breakdown parts and all that. So, I mean, I pushed a little bit. It makes me happy that it's not vibrating as bad as it was, because it would shake so bad. Like, dude, it would just shake you all day and make you sick. So, but anyway, I'm gonna end it right here. So, if you liked it, like and subscribe. Just hang in there. I'm doing the best I can. See you on the next one. So, this one's 313. This is what the port looks like, nice and square. Well, they told me go ahead and trim the edges off, because that, when I sent a screenshot, this edge is, you see how big it is. It was rubbing against the under the arm booms. Well, I got it grinded down a little bit, so you kind of see I kind of rolled it a little bit versus that. The left one I didn't have a problem with. The right one I did, and I made sure that those were the right one. They just stated that the left one was 313 and the right one was 314, and they're gonna have their engineers look at it. It took them 2 months to tell me that, which I was gonna do that, but I wasn't spending $1,400 on cylinders and do that to them and then it not even work, and then they're like, oh well, you're paying for it. So I wanted them to give me the A-OK for it. So kind of rolled it in there, just took the edges off, you know. See, like, I don't know if it'll focus. So you see how nice and round it is versus this one. So took a pretty good chunk out of it. So I'm just hoping I'll get these cleaned out. Hopefully it works right, because I really need it to get that one fixed, sold, moving, making money, trade it. I don't care. It just needs to get going. So let's see. I don't know. Still have some daylight time. I got to get something. I'm just glad to get the skid steer loaded. Let's go ahead and do that. All right. So got the cylinders put on and bolted down. I put new bolts. I had to cut some just for temporarily to make sure everything works good. I went to jump it off with my charge box, boost box, whatever you want to call it. This thing's nasty. It needs cleaning, so that's one thing we're going to do. It just looks nasty. I like to find me a cab. I need to find me, I think if I want me to get me a cab and then some undercarriage fixed, I think this thing will be golden. So I hooked all the lines up. This one was the hardest one, literally right there. And then see how that one, like, looks crap. Why couldn't they like dropped it down that way or a little bit, you know, just more of an angle, so that way I can get this moved and get this cleaned up. There's a big rock right there, the sandstone. But anyway, so I get the boost box on this, or the boost box on charge, so, and then we can get this cleaned up. And I'd like to put that on there. So until the meantime, I'm letting that charge up. I'm gonna try to see, well, I guess I'll go ahead and grease everything, because everything's not been greased in a while. So we'll just have to wait for the boost box to charge, and then we'll check the hydraulic fluid, check everything, make sure everything's good. All right, it's in. See, that's, I mean, it's very, very tight. It's just barely. So they told me that I could either grind it down or install it and let it wear it. Yes. So that don't make sense because I couldn't install it. So they said install it and let it wear in. Yeah, wear my stuff out and break something. So this one fit fine. I didn't have any problems out of it. So I gotta find some short bolts, because this is, I'm not sure, because the ones I had, there was like 4 different sizes. So there's all the same, like thread pitch and all that, but the problem was that they was 2 different sizes, and hopefully see, these are the new fittings I got. That cost me like 600 bucks. So I can't, well, you can't see that thread, so I got to make sure when I lift up on it that it's not going to hit. See, it bottoms out. We still got a little bit of play. I can't really see. Well, anyway, so obviously that didn't screw up because I don't have it completely in. I got to get a washer, and that was pretty tight right there. So maybe it's at the end. Somebody drilled it. I don't know. I may have to take it out and then maybe cut some of it off that way, because I want it to thread all the way through, but I don't want to go all the way through where this much is hanging out and it nicks it and it blows it out. So yeah, we don't need none of that. So this is the only thing I like about the ASV is the cylinder, independent cylinders, hydraulic. I don't think that these are leaking just yet. They're just wet. But Cat has the worst, I think, with these right here, just because of the $2.99 I got now. So gotta watch out for that little glob right there. So I'm gonna go get some tools to take this out. I just used my Alabama socket wrench here. That's that way I don't have to get down. This is the best way I found out how to get to the cylinders a little easier, but to be honest with you, it wasn't easier. So I should have bought the bolts that go in there, because I don't know, but they probably say, oh, it's a standard thread of so and so, so thread pitch this. But anyway, let's go ahead and this is all I lack for this to be done. So I may have to get my air compressor, blow air through it instead of putting it together and then having to worry about getting up and down on it. So just get some air, push it out. Okay, never mind. That was strong enough. Yeah. So all right. So I used compressed air out of the compressor, pushed it in, pushed it out. You can pull it back, because I was going to try it out first. I didn't lift it up, so it should go nice and neat. I don't know if I can get in there, see if it'll do it or not. Don't put your hands anywhere. I got to get underneath. See, that's the problem, is I got to lift it up, but also get underneath, because the fitting's on the back side. Oh geez, it hurts. Trying to get up out of that. So this one's kind of right there. Well, for some reason, I don't know if you see or not. I don't know what's going on here. Not sure. I don't know if it should be a do or not, but I'm gonna try to get up on this upper side. It might, I'm not sure. It might be because I already tightened the bolt to the pin. This other one I haven't, so that's more likely it. So hopefully I didn't put it in the bind. Building up pressure, so not really why. All right, so I got it loose. Yeah, you see it's not as tight now. I just don't like how much is still capable of hitting. I hope I don't fall. What the frick? It's always the last one. Let me figure out what's going on. All right, so I'm not really sure, but I put a lot of pressure on it and it went real hard. Hopefully good, hopefully not bad. Not really sure, to be honest with you, so I did it lightly. Gotta rotate this thing around, get some grease in it, put a little probably about an inch and a half bolt in it, and I guess we'll try it out tomorrow. I don't feel like putting fluid in it just yet. And I got to get some bolts. So I don't have any. I found some, but I don't know if they're maybe way too long. But I guess it don't matter now. But anyway, I'm gonna hook these lines up and we will try it out tomorrow. Oops, got the wrench. We got that mulching job tomorrow. So we'll do the mulching job and we'll test this out, which it should fix it. 100% sure it'll fix it. So stay tuned on tomorrow. All right, so I got it running. I had to wait until the next morning to boost it off because the battery is so dead. Like I had jumper cables on it and then in the boost box, and it was just dead. So so I just took it out and charged it up, so it's running now. Alright, so this thing's putt-putting. It's probably got some bad fuel. I'll probably need to go ahead and change the fuel filter, which I have a brand new one in there. Put this new, it's not glass, but it's polycarbonate. You can see the streaks in it, like all this other stuff. This was the hydraulic fluid. I might have my boy Josh, he's a body guy, have him clean this up a little bit because it's pretty scratched on both sides. What's crazy, it's brand new, so half of it was uncovered, half of it was covered. So, and then I should have cleaned it off the day it started leaking. But this thing's ready to roll. Obviously it's got gaps. I don't know if it's the door or the frame, so ain't no telling which ones. So this thing's ready to get going. You hear it putting. I put some fuel treatment in it, so hopefully that'll help clean it up. I like this the most because it's a hydraulic gate. So I wish I had recorded when I had this machine. That way I can show you the what they call the glow up. Started out with that and then got the cat. So, but I'm gonna I haven't mulched with it since I put the new cylinders on. It's rotating like it should. The return has got a little bit of a stick, but it may be the valve on the back, so not really sure. But I have a lot of footage that bounces around because I'll get time to work on it or have time to work on it, and then something else happens or I'm waiting on something. So, you know, I just have to hang in there. So, but yeah, got this one finally going. If anything else happens to the cat, then I'll have this one. It's not prettiest. It don't have AC. It did, but when I did have it, it was ice cold. It freezes you up in probably like 5 minutes, if that. But anyway, we got knives in the center and the carbides on the end. So if I recorded some, you'll see it. I'm not sure. Well, I mean, I've got it. It's from 2023. Maybe some in 2022. May have it videos recorded. It bounces around a little bit, so you just have to hang in there a little bit, and hopefully we'll have some footage with this one. My boy Chris, if you know who that is, he used to be my worker. He had to get him a job because we got slow and then my machine caught fire. But anyway, he wants us to come up and do some clearing, so we'll be over at his place probably sometime next week, so, or the weekend, not really sure, but we'll get some use out of this one and the cat. So stay tuned on that.